I know you're waiting for results from Jeff's imaging and stuff, but how worried are you that it might be a little bit, or do you just don't know until you get the imaging?
Yeah, we won't know until we get the imaging and then the final doctors, look at it and assessment. But it doesn't look like it's going to be long. That's the hope, and we can only stick to that right now.
How's Kyle?
Kyle was much better today. I'll have another conversation with him. I talked to him a little bit before he got off and talked to our medical team. And Vic, similar, getting back into it. They both were good today. Today was a big day for him.
You haven't handed out letters when guys have been out, but on Saturday, Alex got one. Clearly meant a lot to him. Why did you guys do that?
Just I think he's been here for a while. I think he's a fit. He just fits that, and it was just a fit in so many different ways. I could go on and on and on, but it was a fit, and it was lots of other guys are very good leaders for us. There's some really good leaders in that room. As I mentioned a week ago to Paul, I rattled off 5 or 6 guys, and obviously Alex is in that category as well. We have guys that have different personalities that lead different ways, and I think there's lots of guys in the locker room that look up to Alex, and that was probably the most important part of it.
I know there's a couple of years of examples that he's set for the team that leads to that decision. But did what he did in Montreal also play into it? Just playing through sickness and the way that he played and kind of dragged you guys into the fight at a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, what he played under the weather in Montreal. That was big, but we were already thinking of it prior to that because of so many other things he has. He has so many good qualities, obviously, and he's a great communicator. So for me and the coaches, he's a help in that regard. And he communicates well to his team and teammates, and he's got a lot of experience and he works hard. And again, I could go on and on about why. So many reasons. It was an easy decision at that end. And you mentioned Montreal. That was a heck of a job by him in Montreal.
Do you expect for Ryan Johnson to be in tomorrow, and what could he gain from just a couple of games, watching from a different perspective?
He's a young player, so anytime you do have a different perspective, it usually does help you. And yes, I would expect he'll be in tomorrow, although that decision isn't final yet. But yeah.
Now, when you have sickness kind of going around your room and more than a couple of guys have been sick, do you guys do anything different in there? Are there any different protocols that maybe you follow to try to stop that from getting to more players?
Yeah, I mean, we do. We've obviously kept guys home, kept guys at distance. Some guys wear masks a little bit. But our training room does, I think, a really good job of, it's been a slow spread. We fortunately haven't had 10 guys out at the same time, but it seems like it's 3 or 4, and it's been, unfortunately alternating. And obviously these guys live their lives, and it's in our community, and it's all over the place this time of the year. But the fact that we haven't had 10 at one time is actually a good thing. We've had to manage some other smaller deals, and guys are still fighting through it and playing, which is great. And so yes, we do adjust.
There were times last night where guys played frustrated. I know that's not something you want to see. Did you feel the need that you had to address it quickly, since you get a team coming in tomorrow that likes to frustrate opponents in more ways than one?
Yeah, I mean, this is not real conducive. Good does not come from being frustrated, really. So it's an ongoing battle, and when you have competitive people, lots of times that's the case. They get frustrated faster. So, you've got to manage it every day. You've got to manage it. That'll never ever go away, because guys demand more and want more.
Back to Alex. I mean, he's played through a lot this year. I mean, he's been hurt, and he's starting to get to his kind of normal production. What's allowed him to kind of grind through that and get to his game, I guess?
Yeah, I would think perseverance, love of the group in there and the team and the game itself. He's a guy that's collects a lot of energy from others. He's inspired by others, and he inspires others, and so he's always in it. He's always, he's never satisfied if he's not playing the way he needs to play, and he takes it hard when he's not, because he cares. And he's gotten healthier, obviously. He was dealing with a nagging injury that didn't go away, and he played under 100% quite a few times, and now I think he's getting back to speed, back to pace, where he's more comfortable and more confident as a result.